Good morning. This video is for students who have applied for the Bachelor of Software Engineering program in 2023 and who have passed the selection test. This video is mainly about the Know Your Learner questionnaire that we want you to complete before we start the pre-registration counseling process. Now, why are we having this Know Your Learner questionnaire? This is not done in any other program at the moment in the Open University, but the software engineering students are from a wide range of backgrounds. Many of you have not done mathematics and not done IT as a subject in the advanced levels. So there is a wide range of exposure to these areas. Some of you have computer programming experience, you have got outside of your classwork, but most of you don't have any experience. Some of you are very familiar with IT, and some of you know almost nothing about IT and computers. There is a wide range of ability in English. And similarly, this program and our Open University courses are studied in the distance mode. That means you have to do a lot of learning at home, and a lot of that learning will be through online delivery. So we want to know what your IT and internet facilities are at home so that we can try to understand your problems and help you overcome your problems. Right? So we need to get this background from you. Why? Because once we have the background, we can advise you, we can counsel you on what subjects to take and how many subjects to take. This year, students who have not done advanced level mathematics and passed it, that is the combined mathematics subject, have to do a bridging mathematics course that is compulsory. And the reason we have come to this decision is from previous experience. We find that students who do not have advanced level mathematics background find our mathematics course in the first year very difficult. So we are giving you another course almost for free. Right? So like that, when we understand your background, we can give you good advice. So we need this questionnaire to be filled by every student who is planning to register. We can also teach you effectively and efficiently if we know your background. If most of you have very little background in computer programming, we will give you computer programming experience. We have already started that with the Scratch program, and once we know what your background is, we can keep contacting you and asking you to take the Scratch course because you need this kind of background to start the program. Right? And we can also give you targeted support. If your mathematics background is weak, we will know that for the whole of the first year and the second year. So we can give you maybe extra help in mathematics, right? We will have to give you the same examination, but we can give you extra help, additional resources to learn mathematics, for example, right? So the rest of this video is about how to complete this questionnaire. It's very important that you answer all the questions and submit it. If you do not submit it, the answers you have given will not be recorded. So now let's have a quick look at the questionnaire. So this is the general support LMS and I've been given to you. Now the new thing is this Know Your Learner section, which has been opened up. Only students who have been selected from the selection test are able to answer this questionnaire, right? Because it's not relevant for the other students. Now those 10 students whose results have been withheld also cannot see this. Don't worry. By early next week we will fix your problem. So don't write and say I can't see this questionnaire. Only those who have got selected from the selection test whose marks have been released can come here. Right? There is a discussion forum for you to ask questions if you have them, but we will show you quickly the questionnaire. You should get used to this feature in Moodle because we will be giving you many different kinds of questionnaires to get information from you, what you want to do, what kind of group you want, and things like that. So now we are in the questionnaire, and this is what the view that you will see because I have logged in as a student. Now it's a very long questionnaire. We would like you to go through this very carefully. You can always come back and change something if you made a mistake. You will see that until you submit this, you can change it. And for example, at any point, you can always save and exit. For example, if you save and exit and you come back here, let us say you log in another day with your same login, then you will come back and it says, now it doesn't say answer the questions, now it says resume questionnaire, right? Many of you are doing it from mobile phones or you have loss of connectivity. Moodle will store whatever it has been given and you can start again, right? And the questions are arranged in pages and you have to go from page to page, right? So there are many questions as you will see, but I will go through them very quickly. You should read this very carefully and answer very carefully. So the first one is related to where you are and what center you are going to use. So we want to know what is your nearest regional center. So in my case, let me say it is Colombo and I have to travel less than half an hour to get there. What is the nearest center? Not the regional center, what is the nearest center? I am close to the Colombo regional center, so I will say same as regional center. But for example, if you are living in Gaul, you will answer first to this question, you will answer Matara probably, and then to this question you will answer Gaul, right? So I will answer same as regional center here. Then if you answer another center, you will get the time question coming as well. Then we want to know when you first set the GC O level or if you have been doing the international examinations, this IGCSE examination, and you have to go to this drop box and there are so many different years. So let us assume that I did this very recently, the last possible time, the 2021 O levels or the 2019 O levels shall we say, we'll take that one. And then I am asking for the results that you got for these O levels in mathematics, in science, English, IT. Let us say I did not sit a subject called IT and I go to the next page. Yeah. In what year did you sit the advanced levels? Any advanced levels? And let us say if it was 2019, then I should have been sitting the advanced levels in 2022, I suppose, held in 2023, right? So I will select that. And what medium? Let me select some medium. What curriculum? Let's say I followed the local curriculum. If you select one of these other curricula, you will get slightly different questions based on your answers. Say I followed the physical science or I didn't follow, shall we say biological science stream. Are you planning to sit for the advanced level examination? Again, we want to know that because that may affect how you do and what you do in this course. So I will say no. Combined mathematics, if I did biological stream, obviously I did not sit it. And information technology, I did not sit it. General IT, sometimes there is a subject, sometimes there is not. Let us say I did not sit this. Then general English, of course, there is a subject. So you should give your grade for that. Are you employed? I will say I am not employed. If you say that you are employed, there are many questions related to that. So when let us say one full-time job only, then maybe. So then we are asking you what you are employing. So I will just put in some text. Say I will say supervisor. And at any time, as you can see, you can go save and exit and come back later on if you have no time to finish. How many hours do I spend? I will say I spent 41 to 50 hours on this job. Do you use IT in the employment. Now this is a complex question. Please look at it carefully. You will get several questions like this. So for each one, you have to say not at all, few times a week, and so on. Do you obtain information from the internet? Let us say I look for my job, I do it a few times a week. I don't do word processing, I don't do data entry, data analysis. I don't do any of these things. So, but you may be doing it as part of your job. These are all important for us to understand your background. Do you obtain income from teaching or training? Right? No, I don't. So then those other questions won't come. Informal teaching. Are you giving tuition in IT? No, I don't. But if I answer yes, you will get some additional questions. I have not completed any. If I say yes, for example, in this one, then it will say what. So I will just say diploma here. Yeah. Are you currently following anything? No. If you say yes, then you are going to be asked what it is. I am not following any program. But please give us the proper information. There is no need to lie. You will not be penalized. We want to know whether you are following any other programs. It is quite legal to follow another program in a state university and register at the open university. But it will be make your life will be difficult, and we need to know how many students there are who are trying to do this. It's very important to give proper information to us. I have not completed anything, shall we say, in any other field. I have not completed any degree program. So now we are getting to the end of this one, as you can see, but some more questions remain that are important. Each page you have to answer before you go to the next page. I can't just click next page here. I have to finish each page. How much time do you spend on your, see it says, I try to click, it says answer these questions. What is the average amount of time you spend on your family? If you have family, then we want to know very importantly, do you own a desktop or laptop computer? I will say yes. How long have you had the computer? Very important to know these things. What kind of internet do we have at home? I will say that I have a Wi-Fi router. Do you own a smartphone? I will say yes. How long have you owned a smartphone? How good is your smartphone data connection? So I will say good. But some students have very bad data connections. Then we need to know how they are going to learn. We have to help them. Do we have backup power for the computer? Because we sometimes have power cuts like we had last year. Then it's very important to answer these questions. Do you have any skill in each of these? Please take each one and answer carefully. So maybe I will say average for presentations, databases. I have no skill. And you have to answer something to all of these, otherwise you will not be able to complete and go to the next page. So let us say that I leave one of them blank. Yeah. And programming languages. Do you know anything about these programming languages? I will say I don't know anything about these programming languages. Email and social media, let me say I have used some of these for 6 months. I don't use these maybe. What are the things that you use to write your social media post? Do you use Sinhala? Do you use Tamil? Do you use English? So perhaps I will say maybe I use most of the time English, and sometimes I use Sinhala with English letters, and then I don't use Tamil, something like that. You have to answer all of these. Finally, and this is also very important, rate your ability in spoken English. I will say average for each of these, but you can put whatever you think is the answer for you, right? If you think you're good, you can say you're good. If you think you're average or poor or very poor, please tell us. We will try to help you overcome all your difficulties. Now we left one incomplete, so I can either save and exit at any time, but if I go to submit questionnaire, it will probably tell me, see, there's something wrong with your answer to question 50. So what is wrong? And they have highlighted it. You have not finished this, so I will finish this. Now we have completed the questionnaire. You can still save and exit, and when you come back, you can go to all the previous pages. You can go to any previous page. See, you can go to any previous page and change your answers if you want, right? When you are sure that you are okay with this, you go to the last page and then you can submit the questionnaire, right? It will not let you submit the questionnaire until all the questions have been answered. Here we are now at the last page and we submit the questionnaire. And then it will say thank you for completing the questionnaire and you are done, right? Each of you can only answer this questionnaire once, so please do it right. Don't come and say I gave the wrong answer, I want to change it. You can't do that because it will mess up our statistics. Please answer the questions carefully, and if you made a mistake, it doesn't matter. You will not be punished for it. We will just have something slightly wrong with our statistics, right? So answer very carefully, take your time, there's plenty of time. You can always go back and complete the questionnaire later and finish this. Okay, thank you very much.